Okay, we're gonna get started with the first routine. I'm in my makeshift garage workout area, so just excuse all this. We'll be working on this in the future. But for the first routine, you need the sliders or paper plates, a set of hand weights. I'm using 5-pound weights for everything today, and then a loop band. I'm using a medium resistance loop band, and then the Pilates ring. If you don't have the Pilates ring, that's fine. We can do something else for that move. And then if you got the ankle wrist weights, you can just put these on to like elevate the workout, but they're not necessary. Okay, so I'm just doing one set for each move. Since I did 4 workouts this week, I'm not trying to like overdo it. I'm gonna do both routines to show you everything. So if you don't have sliders, you can use like paper plates. So the first thing you're gonna do is you are going to put the sliders underneath your feet, and then you're gonna lay flat on your back. And then the important part for this move is you wanna keep your lower back touching the ground at all times. So try not to arch your lower back. Try to keep your core engaged and keep your lower back on the ground. So doing that, we're gonna do 10 of the heel slides. So lower back on the ground and you slide out. And I'm keeping my knees hip distance apart here. Feeling that. Okay, for the second move, you can kick those away. So again, you're going to do 3 sets of 10 there. The second move, you're going to put your legs in tabletop position like this. Again, your lower back needs to stay on the ground the whole time, and you're going to tap your toes. I'm going to alternate. You can either do toe taps like this or alternating your toes. Okay, I'm doing alternating because I'm working on my core strength postpartum, but something that's important here is if you're lowering your toes and you feel your back start to arch as you take your toes down, don't just go down as far as you can to keep your lower back touching the ground. So the whole time, just keep your lower back on the ground. So if you can only go just a little bit to keep your lower back down and keep your core engaged, just go a little bit. You don't have to go all the way to the ground if it's causing your back to arch. I'm doing 10 on each side. This one is heel raises, so pretty simple. Just probably should have worn different pants, but I'll do it from the side. Just feet together, and then just raise onto your calf raises. Sorry, raise onto your toes. And then for the pulses and hold, just like hold at the top, stay on your toes, and do like little pulses. That's what I mean by that. Second move is bridges. Keep your gliders close because that's the third move. But for this, you're taking your medium loop band and you're going to slide that over your legs to right above your knees. And then for the bridges, what I mean when I say you lift your hips up, you're pressing out against the band, what I mean is keep your knees and your hips in line. So don't bring your knees together and don't bring your knees out wider than your hips. Your knees should be in line with your hips the whole time. Okay, so again, 3 sets, 10 reps. Just keeping your hips and your knees in line the whole time, up and down. next move, it's going to be basically you're going to start in a modified plank position. Wrists in line with shoulders, shoulders in line with hips to knees. Try to keep a straight line there. You're going to do one push-up, and then push the glider forward, come back, push the glider forward, come back. That's one. After that set, go up into a plank and hold for 30 seconds, or do mountain climbers, just drop your knees for 30 seconds. The next three moves, you're going to need one of the little sliders and the Pilates ring. It's going to be for the scooter. So you're putting your back leg on the slider, and then you're going to sink into a lunge. Here you want your knee to be in line with your ankle, and you're going to hold this position. Your back leg is straight out, and then you're dragging your knee in and out for 10. So this leg stays isolated the entire time. So we're doing 10 of these. We're going to hold for 10. Go into your next two sets. So try to stay down the entire time when you're doing this move. Next thing is going to be our squats with the ring. So if you don't have a ring, grab like a towel or something that you can, if you have the resistance band, you could use this too. But basically you want to keep your arms engaged the whole time. So try to keep your arms straight out. I'll do it with the ring, but just you want to keep your arms engaged with this. You can use a loop, you can use a towel, just something to like pull against to create tension in your arms. For wide stance, I mean ankles outside of your hips with your toes facing outward. We're doing 3 sets of 25 with pulses in between. I'm going to turn this way just a little bit. And then basically with the tension that you're creating in your hand, if you're using the ring, pull against the ring or the towel or the resistance band, wherever you have. And then as you squat down, you're going to lift up. So like that. 1, 2. And then hold at the bottom and pulses. Okay, next up we have the scooters on the other side. So same thing, ladder goes on your back leg. You're gonna sink into that lunge and get going. And I'm just gonna hold. Now for arm toning, I'm gonna sit down for this, but you're basically going to be doing these 4 moves, 3 sets of 10. So the first one is going to be bicep curls. Actually, I'll be on my knees for this. So bicep curls. And then hammer curls. And then for high rows, this is what I mean. So arms out straight and pull your elbows back. Keep your arms lifted the whole time. So it's 1. And then low rows, your elbows are basically going to be down, arms forward, and you pull your elbows back just like this. Okay, that's your arm series. For outer thighs, we're using the resistance band again. Resistance loop, I should say. That's again gonna go over your legs, just above your knees. And I'll do it this way. You can either lay like this and keep your core lifted, or you can lay all the way down. And basically what you're going to be doing is keeping your lower knee on the ground. You're just lifting the knee that's highest to the ceiling up for 10. So this is 1. Here I'm trying to keep my hip in line with my knee, in line with my ankle the entire time. And then we can hold at the top for pulses. The next move is going to be our plank to pike with the sliders. The sliders on this move are optional, so if you don't use the sliders, then you're just walking your feet up instead of using the sliders. But basically you're going to get into a plank position with both feet on the sliders behind you. And then from the plank position, you're going to pike your hips up and then come back down. One knee comes forward, then back, forward, then back. That's 1. You're doing 10. feel free to take a break between those 3 sets. Last move is going to be those outer thighs again with the resistance loop. So I will here, so same thing, keep your knee in line with your hip, in line with your ankle. So these aren't the clam outer thighs where you keep your ankle down, you're lifting your whole ankle up. So this is 10. And then pulses. Three sets of those, and then you're done. So don't forget to stretch after each workout. Here are a few stretches that I recommend. So just arms across your chest, kind of stretch out your neck. Elbows above your head, stretch out your triceps. Whew. Any other stretches that you like to do? I always recommend the figure 4 stretch. My hamstrings always get really tight, so this stretch just helps with that. Stretches out your hips, stuff like that. Whew. Okay, that's it for the first routine. Thanks for bearing with me. I haven't taught a class or worked out in a really long time, so please drop any questions below. Hopefully these videos will get better week by week, but I'm gonna go ahead and film the second routine, and again, just let me know any questions you have, and thanks for trying it out.